It's a new Jimmy Kimmel Live with Dave Franco and Jaylen Brown tonight on ABC.
David Muir, the most trusted and most watched newscast in America. And now, World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the 4th year in a row.
Time and Temperature brought to you by Augusta Flooring, your local flooring headquarters.
Now on News Channel 6 at 11, Senator Darlene Graham makes her pitch to South Carolina voters in a town hall discussion with the Republican Senate runoff just days away. Plus, a Richmond County man sentenced in South Carolina, his fate after shooting a state trooper in the face. And saying goodbye to a beloved member of the Augusta community, how Nancy Glazer is being remembered, as your news at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Coverage you can count on begins with Senator Darlene Graham speaking with South Carolina voter Dr. Annie Andrews. It's time now for a first check of the weather. Here's our chief meteorologist, Jenna Petracci.
Well, Jenny, we did have some storms today, but now it's nice and quiet. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam in Aiken, where it was really coming down earlier. But as for our almanac in Augusta, we only picked up 0.01 inches of rain. We had a low of 75 and a high of 99 degrees today. That is well above our average of 93. Now, the rain did cool us off, though, and we've been in the 80s for quite some time now, and now starting to see some mid to upper 70s. 77 in Augusta, Dew Point still in the 70s as well. So it is muggy with winds coming out of the south-southwest, 3 miles per hour in Augusta, just 2 in Waynesboro, 8 in Aiken. Here's our satellite and radar. We had some spotty showers a couple hours ago, but most of the activity was during the afternoon and early evening hours. So for tomorrow morning, we'll be mostly clear. Temperatures will be in the mid-70s with calm winds. And as we look ahead here, rain chances only at 20% tomorrow. Most of the day will be dry and very hot with a high of 98. Then slightly higher rain chances this weekend. I'll have more details coming up, but back to you, Jenny.
All right, thanks, Jenna. A police pursuit in Richmond County ends with a head-on crash and 2 people hospitalized. Deputies say the chase started around 3 this afternoon on Carline Road and ended with a head-on crash on Ulm Road. The suspect tried to run but was caught. Both drivers were taken to the hospital. Their conditions are unknown. The Georgia State Patrol is investigating. Suspended Burke County Sheriff Alfonso Williams arrested today on state charges. Williams has been booked into the Burke County Detention Center this evening on 2 counts of theft by conversion and 2 counts of making a false statement. He's also facing federal extortion and weapons charges. He is out of jail on a $25,000 bond. New details tonight in the weekend shootings in Sardis that left 4 people dead and 1 injured. The Burke County Sheriff's Office announcing the names of the victims. They've been identified as 59-year-old Walter Bunch, 51-year-old Rebecca Oglesby, 53-year-old Betty Fort, and 31-year-old Jessica Carroll. Investigators say Andrew Putnam was injured but remains in stable condition. Investigators say the incidents took place during the early morning hours Saturday and continued into Sunday evening. The suspect, Adolphus Christopher Morris, was shot and killed during a shootout with deputies. We expect more details to be released at a news conference tomorrow. That suspect, as we mentioned, was shot and killed in a shootout with deputies. The Sardis Police Department will hold a community prayer vigil Saturday following the deadly violence. It's scheduled for 8 a.m. at the flagpole at the T Park. All community members are invited, including pastors and community leaders. Organizers say the event's an opportunity for the community to come together and pray for healing and comfort. After numerous reports of alleged Augusta lost a pillar of the community this week with the death of Augusta Museum of History Executive Director Nancy Glazer. Now the people she worked with closely are remembering her impact and her legacy. Here's Kim Vickers.
It's in the late 40s, 1940s. So we tell the breadth of history For 20 years, Nancy Glazer, a transplant from West Virginia, taught students and museum patrons more about the story of Augusta.
She just came here, she fell in love with this place, she saw the potential in Augusta, she thought the history was incredible, and she wanted everyone to know that history.
A lifelong historian and philanthropist, Glazer impacted the community by making it her mission to educate people and by helping expand their access to all of Augusta's history.
And we really got involved with Nancy because she's at a museum and she's a professional. And none of the very, very well-meaning people, including myself, were professional historians or professional museum people. And that's what she brought to us.
Her sudden death at the age of 76 rocked the community. She's remembered as being kind-hearted, direct, and funny.
I like that she was really honest, and she didn't have to be mean to be honest. She could be kind, she could be warm.
I just love that about her, is that she had that childlike heart of being in awe of this place.
Nancy supported the turkey and toy giveaway each and every year. Never missed a year.
The people she worked closely with say that she was loved and she leaves a strong legacy.
An honest woman. A woman with integrity. A caring woman. With a big heart. Firm. But very, very, very caring to all people.
A memorial service for Glazer will be held this Sunday at 3 p.m. at the Augusta Museum of History. A reception will follow, and guests are invited to gather and share memories and stories about her life.
Exhausted, exasperated at not getting off the ship for such a lengthy time as it is right now.
Coming up, concerns are growing about sailors aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln, including questions about their mental health after months at sea.
Hot and humid conditions continue with the heat advisory in place. Just some pop-up showers and storms, but it won't be a washout. And we are keeping an eye on the tropics still. I'll have all the details when we return.
Jimmy, what are you doing?
Unpack.
The Carolina legend is putting up threes. Bojangles' new triple-double biscuit stacks triple the protein with sausage, egg, and applewood smoked bacon between double layers of melty cheese, all on a scratch-made biscuit. Order today at Bojangles. It's bow time.
The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. We did have some storm reports today, and some of those were in Aiken. We had numerous reports of trees down and power lines down in Aiken, along with a flood report on Whiskey Road near Hopelands Gardens. That was around 5 p.m. today. It's definitely possible that we had a microburst come through town. Those are often happening during the summertime with these type of setups. A similar situation in Emmanuel County. Notice those two reports on either side of town of also some trees and power lines down. And because of that today, we still have 900 customers without power in Aiken County and 100 in Emmanuel County, but definitely seeing some improvement from earlier. And look at this really cool cloud formation. I know it looks a lot scarier than it is. It's not a tornado. It looks like one, but it's a very turbulent updraft. And this was taken by Shannon Bishop over at Blueberry Farm Road. That's in Adrian and Johnson County near the border of Emmanuel County. And this was taken at 3:19 p.m. today. So thank you, Shannon, for sharing that exact timestamp so I could go back on her radar to look at what was happening. So this is where she took the photo, and to the north of her near Kite, there was very frequent lightning, torrential rain coming down, and that's why she was able to see that really cool view. So thank you again, Shannon, for sharing that photo. All right, Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam showing nice dry conditions tonight. We're sitting at 77 degrees. Winds are coming out of the south, very light. We have high pressure in control. That means the heat dome is in full effect this week. So it's actually going to be centered a little bit closer over the CSRA, meaning it's going to be even hotter tomorrow, and we'll have a lower chance of rain to cool us off. So until 8 p.m. tomorrow night, we have a heat index up to around 110 degrees, the entire area under that advisory, and actual temperatures will be very hot as well. We're talking mid-90s to upper 90s. So here's your day planner. We're starting out sunny and 75, calm winds. Then a west wind in the afternoon. We'll be climbing up to around 98 degrees in Augusta. Heat index up to 110 over the next several days. So this heat is not leaving us anytime soon. So please remember to stay hydrated. Check on those most vulnerable to the heat, including children and elderly. And like I mentioned, there's not going to be much rain to give us relief. Only a 20% chance tomorrow, up to 30% on Saturday and Sunday. We have a marginal risk of excessive rainfall on Saturday, so we'll be watching for some possible flooding. Also a marginal risk of severe weather for the northeastern portion of the CSRA. So once again, starting out tomorrow dry. Once we get into the afternoon, we'll see some pop-up activity here and there, but most of us will stay dry, starting out our Saturday dry. And then as we get into the afternoon, that's when we'll see some isolated showers and storms develop. Once again, a little bit more coverage during our Saturday evening. So we'll be watching that for you over the weekend. The main concern is definitely the heat. That 10-day forecast is showing rain chances go down to 10% on Monday with a high of 99 degrees. Back to you, Jenny.
All right, thanks, Jenna. Up next, mold, broken facilities, and exhausted sailors. The allegations prompting demands for answers about conditions aboard a U.S. aircraft carrier. First, though, the winning numbers in tonight's South Carolina lottery: pick 3, 362, pick 4, 3631, Fireball 1. We'll be right back.
Dentistry is one of the...
NASA is giving us a stunning new look at one of space's most active star-forming regions. Stay with us.
Keisha Lansbottom.
Antenna TV.
Community is the way we find our strength and share our hope. It's the way dinner on the table brings a family closer together. It's the way we make sure his first chapter book is the first step on his path to greatness. It's the way we rally in hard times and rise back up stronger than ever. United is the way we come together so everyone can thrive. Join us at unitedway.org.
We're still looking good in the tropics. We have these two areas to watch off the coast of Africa, but the chance of development continues to decrease and shouldn't be an issue for us in the United States. Our main issue is the heat. Highs staying in the upper 90s, heat index up to 110.
Look at this. Scientists released this new image of the Tarantula Nebula, located about 160,000 light years from Earth. The image combines data from NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory, the James Webb Space Telescope, and Hubble. It reveals thousands of young stars surrounded by gas and dust that could eventually form new stars and planets. Researchers say this new data also suggests the nebula is losing energy as hot gas escapes and other materials cool. And that's our report for now. Thanks for watching. Gabe Stovall and John Lynn will be here at 4:30. Good night.
I'm often asked, how'd you become the largest injury firm in the world? The answer is simple. We've won a lot. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan for the people.
This week, Dr. Elizabeth Lang